Hello from Colombia, Ryan.
Hello.
It is so nice to be talking to you. What an amazing birthday gift, man. Thank you for this.
Oh, it's your birthday today. Happy birthday.
Thank you so much, man. Love the new movie, The Adam Project. I am a fan of time travel movies myself, but this one is action-packed, but also very emotional, and I was expecting that. What was the origin of the idea for this story?
I think it was really that I, along with Shawn Levy, we both really wanted to tell a story that kind of, used this kind of supernatural, spectacle-driven, larger-than-life, wish fulfillment kind of structure or architecture to tell a really personal and intimate story.
Like a multiverse where each replicates an alternate timeline.
A multiverse. My God, we watch too many movies.
Script writing and scripting is kind of weirdly therapy. I mean, especially when you're dealing with anything that's even remotely relevant to your real life. And we loved it. I mean, so much of what's in the script is from each one of our perspectives and unique stories as it relates to our parents. And many of those are universal, though. So both mothers, fathers, sons, and daughters can all, to a certain extent, relate to.
We're not getting back. What do you say, kid?
Punch that shit.
Oh, yeah.
There is a lot of references, 80s references in the movie. E.T., Back to the Future, Goonies. Why did you guys decide to do it that way?
They were wonderful to us, and they were wonderful to me because they really hit the bullseye with both kids and parents and grown-ups at the same time. Like, there wasn't like, it didn't feel bifurcated. It didn't feel like it was just designed for one or the other. It just was like my dad enjoyed Back to the Future as much as I did when I was a kid. And we really wanted to make something that felt a little bit like those movies. I'm not comparing it to those movies. I'm just saying we wanted that feeling, that same feeling when you leave the movie theater that you had when you watched those films.
I think we're about to have some company. Stop the car.
What? What?
Stop! Go, reverse!
It is a love letter to 80s movies, but it's also a love letter to parenting. What does this film mean to you as a father?
I mean, I make no secret of it. I had a pretty complicated relationship with my dad, and this movie means a lot to me because in a way it was cathartic to do. It certainly required me to be a little bit more vulnerable than I'm used to, and I'm fine with that. But it was, it's sort of understanding that parenting is tough, no matter what. Whether you're a kid being parented or whether you're a parent parenting a kid, it is challenging, and it's very hard for folks because you're either a superhero or a supervillain when through the perspective of a kid. And as you grow up, you learn to find out that the parents are somewhere in the middle.
Well, I'm not going to explain my plan to a 12-year-old nerd with an
You don't
inhaler because I do
have
not
a
have a
plan.
plan, but I know somebody who does.
Dad.
I'm the godfather of time travel?
The Adam Project.
If you had the chance to travel in time, would you do it?
If I had the chance to travel in time, I'm much more pragmatic than my character. I mean, I sort of love that about the character, that he's just totally reckless. Like, he's a complete idiot, just ripping apart the space-time continuum because he wants to find his wife.
Laura, this is me.
Hi. Parallel contact, babe.
Well, you've always said that you've wished you'd met me earlier. Here I am.
I get that it's romantic and I get that he's very much in love, but it's also wildly selfish and kind of the journey this guy's on. He has to sort of unwind some of that selfishness as the movie progresses.
But what would you say to your 12-year-old self if you had the chance to go back in time?
I wish somebody told me that, you can't really be great at something unless you're willing to be bad. I think when I was younger, I had a kind of a slight perfectionist mentality, and that held me back a lot. But honestly, I wouldn't change anything. Gotta let that little guy fall on his face, have his own unique problems and issues to work out. That's sort of how we learn, so.
Yeah, of course you have Mark Ruffalo, Jennifer Garner, Zoe Saldana, but this kid, Walker, it's amazing. He really became like this mini Ryan Reynolds. How do you accomplish that?
Well, we looked everywhere for him. We read hundreds of kids, and I think really the second line out of Walker's mouth, Shawn and I just looked at each other and said, "This is the kid."
How'd you get to be so dumb?
Nice try.
I was a tow-headed kid, just like he was. You know, I mean, when you put pictures of us together at like that age, it's pretty damn close. I mean, we changed Walker's eye color for the movie, which was, you know, it's done with contact lenses, but because he has blue eyes. But otherwise, it's spot on. His cadence, his mannerisms, everything. But he's also like, he's an obsessive Deadpool fanatic.
I don't bargain Falcon. That he jumps through the whole window and stuff, and then he goes, oh, this isn't Gilbert's. I am so sorry. I thought this was a bleaching party. And then he jumps behind the counter.
There's just no way this isn't the kid. It was like it was literally like we designed him in a computer. I mean, it's just like, it just showed up and he was amazing. And he has good parents. He has his head is screwed on right. You know, he's got a good attitude. He's got integrity, but he's so good at being a mini me. You know, he could do all my kind of cadences, all my lines the way I would do them. You could throw him a new line at the last second and he would just knock it out of the park. He was amazing.
He just plays himself, mostly.
Precious, aren't they? Aside from that, he's just an amazing actor. And that was like winning a kind of 1 in a billion lottery.
This was a real pleasure, Ryan. Also, it is important what you're doing for the Ukraine refugees. So thank you for that. Thank you for your time. And have an amazing day. Thank you so much.
You too. Happy birthday. Thank you so much for the interview.